She's coming up under the boat. Jamie, give her gas. Jamie, give her gas. You're fighting the behemoth of the ocean, man. Holy we've got a braiding on line here. I don't know what we're going to do here. This could lose the fish, buddy. One false move, it can be a disaster. Right there, buddy. You cut that bound there and just retire on. Holy she's pulling me, Jamie. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Watch yourself. Get out, get out, get out. Just cut her out and retire there. Holy Jamie.
50 miles south in the village of Canso, the final day of the season brings a flurry of activity. Locals Kenny Snow and Billy Bond ready for their own late season scramble for a giant bluefin.
Hopefully there's something out there.
Yeah, I gotta pay bills.
No, I know.
My name is Billy Bond. I'm captain of the Melissa and Papa 3. I've been fishing tuna now for probably over 15 years out of Canso.
Yeah, I'm Ken Snow. I'm the first mate on the Melissa and Papa 3. Me and Billy have known each other for about 20 years, and I've been fishing 17 years full-time with him, so we seem to get along good. We put up with each other.
Drives me a little crazy at times, some of the stuff he does, like not clean the boat up.
Bill's wiping off the reel because he's a little bit of a neat freak. He likes them nice and shiny.
It's just like keeping it tidy. But outside of that, when it comes to tuna fishing, he's fought most of the fish that I've landed. He's like an ox.
As the North Atlantic bluefin begin their migration south, their route takes them directly past Canso, Billy and Kenny's hometown. The crew of the Melissa and Papa 3 waited till season's end, hoping to land one of these fat migrating giants.
If we go out and we don't get no fish, we're definitely going in the hole. No two ways out of it.
Their gamble could lead to a big payday or a big loss.
A few birds right there sitting around. They're good indicators of where there's tuna fish.
Migrating bluefin are desperate for a meal. They'll hunt for food deep and right at the surface. At this late stage in the season, Billy and Kenny take no chances. They set their hooks as deep as 60 feet.
Not enough wind, I don't think, yet.
And right on top of the water using a kite and a helium balloon.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Sometimes it works.
All the crew of the Melissa and Papa 3 can do now is keep their eyes on the horizon for any sign of tuna.
Sound asleep. Yes. Hooked up, hooked up!
Now remember that next time you try to have a nap, Bill.
That's like waking up a hibernating beer.
Fun times. After the first 10 years or so of this, I'm positive about a few things. Usually whenever he says we're gonna get hooked up, we're not.
All in the day's fun. And they're sitting around the ocean waiting for a fish to bite a hook. I'm bored right out of my tree.
Breeze is picking up a little. Good for bringing the kite up.
Let me see if is this the one with all the girlies on it? Oh, them ain't the good ones.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, 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 no.
There it goes.
Hooked up!
There we go. Okay, Kenny. He's sounding small.
How can you tell?
Bigger fish will make a good run for it. This guy ain't making much of a run.
I like to drag a little. It's not a seal.
Might be the way he's coming up.
It's coming up. It's a seal.
Whoa! Seal! Seal!
Oh,
There he is.
안녕하세요.
son of a... Don't give him no slack at all. Great. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. Oh, Mr. Seal comes along and eats your mackerel and your hook. Oh yeah, that pisses me off. He got that mackerel. Oh my God.
At least a little bit of excitement for a couple seconds.
There he is, up, looking at us. Seals take a lot of time. Losing hooks, you're losing gear, and wasting fuel on them, and they're a pain in the ass what you are.
We're just trying to reel them back so we can get close enough to cut them off so we don't lose too much gear.
They fight hard. See, he's caught in the flipper. Here he comes. What we usually do is we get them up as close as we can get to the boat. We gotta watch them because you can't get too close. They're pretty vicious. And I'll just cut them off and let them go. That hook has no barb, so it won't stay in them anyway. It's not in his mouth, it won't hurt him. It'll be good to go once we can get him up a little closer to the boat. There, he did it for us.
There he goes. There he is, laughing at us.
Oh, yeah.
50 miles south in Canso, the clock is ticking for Captain Billy Bond and first mate Kenny Snow.
Holy some nice splashes.
Come on, baby, grab that hook. Come on, buddy.
Whoa! Hooked up! We're hooked up! Hit! Finally, Kenny!
As Kenny works the reel, Billy clears the other lines to avoid a tangle that could jeopardize their only shot at a fish.
This late in the season, every hookup counts. If we lose the one fish, we might not get a chance at another.
Watch out we don't go over top of it, Bill. Easy.
But just a few minutes in, the fish breaks the surface much quicker than expected, posing a problem for the crew.
He's up on top of the water. We got to get him down.
I know.
If Billy and Kenny can't get the fish back underwater, they could lose the fight.
When the fish are on top of the water, it's easier for them to pull the hook out of their mouth. So we got to try and drive them down, straight down.
When a fish runs deep, the water helps keep the tension on the line. But when on the surface, the fish can easily create slack, allowing it to shake the hook from its mouth.
He's coming up! Turn!
After spending most of their last day of the tuna season looking for a massive bluefin, Billy Bond and Kenny Snow are finally hooked up. But the fish is breaching the surface where it can easily throw the hook.
Turn!
Billy turns the boat and hits the throttle, hoping that the engine noise will provoke the fish to dive.
Once that fish goes down, he knows who's boss.
The plan works. The fish runs deep. Then it turns and makes a sudden run at the boat. If the line scrapes the bottom of the boat or hull or hits the propeller, it will snap. And Kenny and Billy's one shot at a big payday will head south for the winter.
Bill. Come on.
He's going in under the boat.
We can't lose that fish!
If the fish swims under the boat, the line can get caught in the propeller, so we just have to try to get him out from under the boat.
Billy grabs the line in a desperate attempt to swing it away from the prop.
There he goes.
Oh, lost that fish.
We only get one tag this season, and we wanted to make it count, and it really sucks when you lose one.
I could probably throw up right now.
You start thinking, your mind starts wandering, right? What am I doing wrong here?
We should have had a fish.
It's the final day to catch a monster bluefin. If Billy and Kenny don't hook up soon, they'll go home this season empty-handed.
We have to catch the fish before the deadline.
We need a tuna fish.
Hang on, I think we're hooked up.
Yep.
I think we got him. We got him.
He's taking it.
Finally, Kenny, finally.
The tuna gods smile on the fishermen, but they have to catch their fish by sundown. Less than an hour to boat one of the biggest, toughest fish in the sea.
Just let him run, Bill. Let him tire himself out.
The fish takes off on a 40-mile-an-hour sprint.
The fish is a fighter, that's for sure.
As soon as the tuna stops its run, Kenny starts to reel it in.
When you're fighting a fish, your arms just start feeling like jelly after a while. We're just trying to get that fish in before sundown.
With a big bluefin on the line, the strategy is to let the fish sprint over and over till it tires out. But with the season deadline fast approaching, Kenny has to take charge. He has no choice but to muscle the fish to the boat and pray that the line holds.
He's coming up! See color. Still feisty.
The tuna angrily breaches the surface, far from tired.
Get him around, Kenny. I want to get a gaffing.
The fish is too frenzied to be harpooned. A bad throw might kill it, ruining its value. As Kenny struggles to hold the fish in place, Billy leans over the side in a desperate attempt to slip a metal gaff through its jaw.
Damn it, I can't get the gaffing. He won't stop moving.
These fish are so big and powerful. One wrong move, you could break a wrist. Hold the line.
Whew!
I think we got him now.
Thank God.
Way to go, Kenny.
Yeah.
We got one anyway.
Yeah.
Don't have to be running it around here no more looking for a fish.
The tuna is officially caught, just in the nick of time.
Oh, I wanted this one bad. I didn't want this one to get away. Not after losing the last one.
Me, personally, I think bluefin tuna are one of the most beautiful fish ever swim in the ocean. It is an honor to fight these fish.
As night falls, Captain Billy Bond and First Mate Kenny Snow bring their catch into Canso for sale.
747. Wow.
Bigger weight like that means hopefully a little bit bigger paycheck on the other end. Nice, pleasant surprise.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, Melissa.
Waiting to fish until the last day of the bluefin season was a gamble. But with a decent payday of $6,000, it was a gamble that paid off for Billy and Kenny.
Might not be the biggest, but if I'm lucky enough to catch the fish, I'm happy. Just the sheer excitement, the adrenaline, the tuna fever in your blood. There's just nothing else like it.
As fall quickly turns to winter, the most powerful fish in the sea, the North Atlantic bluefin tuna, heads south.